What is up, everybody? Keith Mitchell here, and we're at the beginning of 2021. We got out of the dumpster fire that is known as 2020, and this is the first video from the Outerhaven Productions. And I want to thank everybody who visited our website, who checked out our content here on YouTube, who replied and engaged with us over on Instagram or on Twitter or on Facebook, because without you, our success would not have been as good as it is right now. So this video is basically again a thank you, a roadmap, what we plan on doing, and various other things. So it's going to be a video that's going to bounce from different places here and here and here. So I bear with me. I do apologize for that. There's no script here. This is basically all coming from the heart and from the head. And again, a big thank you to everybody who made 2020 a great year for us. As you know, we've been trying to do a lot more video content for a while, but it's hard because a lot of us don't really do video content, and I'm still getting over that shyness of recording myself on video. I've been doing a lot better in 2020 with doing more streams or live streams on Twitch or here on YouTube, and obviously you've seen more video recording from myself. So I think I'm getting out of that shell, which is weird for a 44-year-old man to actually be in a shell, but it is what it is. At the same time, we've got a lot of great content over at the Outerhaven. We've got a lot of reviews and news about anime and manga and gaming and film and TV. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. We've got more of that over there than we do here on YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to focus on for this year, 2021. The same stuff we did last year, but a bigger emphasis on video. So those reviews that we always write, we want to do them as a video. We're not sure how, because we're all familiar with the video format, and well, the written format, we're not really sure how we're going to do it with the video format. So we're still formulating that. I know a big thing is you always see myself and or the other gentleman, Carl, who loves being on camera, and not much of anybody else from the Outerhaven. We're trying to change that. Obviously, that means getting cameras over to people, and we're all over the world. We're all over the United States. We have people in various different states. We've got people in different countries. Carl's from Australia. Connor is from the UK. So we've got people everywhere. So getting people access to the equipment is going to be a big get for us this year. So obviously that's going to be some money out of our pockets, which we make a little bit of money from ads on the website. We don't have a Patreon. We don't have a Ko-fi. We're trying to get those up and running, but they'll come eventually. Of course, obviously we get somebody who wants to help sponsor a small outlet to do bigger and better things. Great, contact us. We'd love to work with you. But other than that, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and we'll continue to make what we have work, just like we have for the past 10 plus years on the Outerhaven Productions. Oh man, what are we going to do this year? Well, I can tell you that we're going to do what we always do. We're going to stick to our guns. We're going to be honest. We're going to tell you how we feel about certain things, again, about gaming and geek culture. We're going to stay that route. We're not going to lie to our fans, to our audience, and say something is great when it's not, versus what we see other people doing. We're not going to go say, hey, something sucks, when we haven't really gave it a good try or an honest effort. I think that's something that is running rampant within the gaming community and also the geek culture community. And I'm not naming names or anything. That's not what this is about. But I will acknowledge that that has soured a lot of people in the audience in the gaming community, and maybe have them not trust gaming journalists or influencers or critics. And it really hurts. There was a gentleman who replied to me about a message. I was talking back and forth with this conversation. I'm not going to get into specifics, but the gentleman basically said that he doesn't trust reviewers or game journalists or critics or influencers because he feels that they do not have the best interest of the gaming community at heart. And it hurt, because the whole philosophy of the Outerhaven, the reason why the Outerhaven was created in the first place, was to do just that, to be honest, to be upfront, to be truthful. You know, the goal wasn't to get gaming companies and hardware manufacturers and whoever sends out stuff, PR people, everything. We'll lump them all together. The goal wasn't to have them send us stuff and have us review it and then have them say, hey, give this a good score because it needs a good score. Our reason for existing was to be 100% honest, 100% transparent, and telling people, hey, this is good, but it has issues. This thing sucks, but it's salvageable. We don't like it. We do like it, but we always back up stuff with proof, with facts, with hard evidence. We don't just say something stinks because there's no evidence of it stinking, or we won't say something's great without providing reasons why we think this thing is great. That's just not what we do here at Outerhaven Productions, and that's not something that we will do. We're honest 100% to a fault. We've had certain people, certain companies stopped working with us in the past because we were too honest. That's fine. We don't care about that. We're going to keep being honest, and that is the whole reason why we exist. We're not the biggest outlet in the world. We're not the biggest outlet on the internet. We're not the loudest voice. So that's why we're very appreciative of everybody who does follow us and reads our content, checks out our content here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. That's great. Thank you guys, gals, everyone, because you, again, make us who we are. And a lot of you keep us honest, because some of you guys call us out a lot, and that's great. Keep calling us out. We have no problems with people calling us out. Continue to please do so. That's pretty much it. That's it. I mean, my goal is to get as many people from the Outerhaven on their faces here on YouTube or more podcasts. I mean, we already have the Nintendo Entertainment Podcast, which is a great Nintendo gaming podcast. If you haven't heard of it, I'll put the information in the description below. Please check them out. These guys do a great job. And again, if you haven't heard of them, you're going to listen to them and you're going to go, wow, how have I not heard these guys before? Because they're great. They're nerds. That's not his way of saying it. They love Nintendo. They follow everything Nintendo. They're great. We also have the Spectator Mode podcast, which I'm part of, Carl's part of. And we're actually looking for one more member. We had a gentleman on there, but he left us a while ago. And that one covers everything within the gaming space and also technology space. So it's a great podcast. I think so. Not just because I'm on it, but because, again, we're brutally honest about what we do. We're passionate. This is not a 9-to-5 for us. This is something that we love and we do on our own. We put blood, sweat, tears in this every day. We love doing this stuff. So it hurts us when somebody comes out and says that people are paying to say certain things. We're not getting paid jack for this stuff. This is something that we love to do. We're not getting paid for any of this. And honestly, if somebody were to try and pay us for this, we wouldn't take it. We would pretty much tell them, hey, thanks, we don't want to work with you anymore. If you want to send us a product to review or have us preview it and check it out, congrats. That's great. That's fantastic. I almost said congrats, but that's great because that's what we want to do. But if you're going to say, here's $100, here's $200, here's $300, whatever, say this item is great, this thing is great, when it's not, then we're not going to do that. So yeah, it might hurt us, but oh well, that's life. We're not here to lie to people about that. Hopefully people will respect that and understand that, and will appreciate that there are still honest people out there. I'm not just saying that we're the only honest people out there, because there are a ton of people out there in this gaming space that are brutally honest, just as we are, maybe more so, and have a louder voice than us. So I'm not going to say who they are, but if you're paying attention to the gaming community, to everything that's happened in the last couple of months, then you already know who they are. I'm not going to say anything else. As far as streaming is concerned, we're not really sure where we are with that. Again, there's only really 2-3 people who do that. And I'll be honest with you. We tried to do Twitch. We had a pretty decent following back on Twitch, but Twitch is really, I don't like how they're handling things. I haven't been liking how they've been handling things for the past year. And then the last major meeting they had with the whole, you can't say certain words. And I don't know if they understand what's going on here, if they even care anymore. I don't know about Twitch, to be 100% honest. I don't know about YouTube either. But if we had to pick the lesser of two evils, it would have to be YouTube right now. So that's why a bigger focus is on our YouTube videos. And the last couple of streams we did do them on YouTube. As far as my personal streams, I'm not here to push my brand. As much as I would love to be known as a successful streamer, my goal is to push the Outerhaven. That is my goal, which is why I'm putting all my efforts into doing everything I can for the Outerhaven. My own personal channel is going to suffer, and that's fine. I really don't care. As long as the Outerhaven is acknowledged, as seen, as people come to know who we are, then that's great. I can give up my personal branding as long as this one is successful, because I care more about this than I care about mine. That's it. That's pretty much it. I want my baby. I want everybody's baby, everybody who worked at the Outerhaven, everybody who was a part of the Outerhaven, to succeed. So my own personal channel, my own personal popularity, if that's such a thing, can suffer. That's great. I don't care. I really don't care. Outerhaven is more important. That said, obviously, like I said, there'll be more emphasis on doing more stuff for the channel. We will be looking to bring on more people. That's going to be tough because it always sucks. We lost a lot of good people in 2020, and some of them really can't be replaced. They did great. They had a good work ethic. I love them, and I hate to lose them, but they went on to do bigger and better things. And obviously, that is the nature of the beast. Some people stay behind. Some people move on and do other things. Speaking of which, let me address one thing since we're talking about that. So some of you may know that I also freelance. I'm freelancing over at Tom's Hardware. And I did have a couple people ask me, am I going to leave the Outerhaven? And the answer is no. I will continue to freelance with Tom's Hardware. I will freelance wherever else I'm allowed to freelance. If somebody wants me to freelance with them for gaming or tech or comic books or movies and stuff, then great, I'll do that as well. But I will not leave the Outerhaven. This is my baby, and I won't let it go to waste. Now, obviously, if somebody takes over the rings, somebody takes over managing the Outerhaven, and I know that it's in good hands and great, but that's not happening anytime soon. So you don't have to worry about me. I'm not leaving the Outerhaven anytime soon. You're stuck with me whether you like it or not. Sorry. That's pretty much it. 2020 has been an interesting year. Like I said, it's been one of our more successful years. Some of our numbers went down, but as far as the grand scheme of things, we did like 1.1 million visitors, unique visitors. We did about 3.3 million page views. And that's pretty good for a website that is not sponsored by anybody, that is independent, that doesn't have widely known personalities or feature like IGN or Kotaku or Polygon or things like that. We don't have anybody that is very successful or well known on the internet or on Twitter or anything like that. So those numbers are really good. We're happy with them. I mean, obviously they could be bigger, which means bigger numbers means more ad revenue, which means people know who we are. But for what we did, I think we did pretty good. Again, for an independent website, and we will continue to do more in 2021. That said, a couple of personal goals for me were met. Obviously, the freelancing with Tom's Hardware. I wanted to freelance with somebody this year. That happened. I was able to get a hold of a RTX 3090. That was fantastic. I finally got my Limit Runs Games Streets Race 4 Collector Edition, which is behind me over there. That finally came in. I ordered it in May, so it finally came. My health. I'm not sure if any of you follow that the last couple of months. I've been going through an issue with, I thought I had a damaged liver, and I've had all sorts of tests done, CAT scans done. I had a liver biopsy done. That was not fun, but both of those tests came back negative. They didn't find anything, so I am on medication, but at the very least, my liver is not damaged, so I know I'm not dying. Well, I mean, we're all dying, but obviously I'm not dying faster than I should be, which is good for me because I was getting really scared and very depressed over that because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything that would harm my body. So for me to even understand the realm of, or entertaining the realm that I would have a liver damage is like, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. But thankfully, that is all water under the bridge. Obviously, I do have to go talk to a specialist, but I have been assured that there's nothing major going on. Of course, that could change 2021. Who knows? But that's good. The rest of the team is doing well. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's happy. Everybody's looking forward to the change of power later on this month. Hopefully that happens. We're not going to talk politics, but you know what we are talking about. Anime's doing great. Our manga's doing great. Our TV and film team is doing great. Our gaming team needs to be rebuilt, but we're doing fine. We still got some passionate and headstrong people over there, so I have no worries about that. And obviously, 2021, there's a big emphasis, like I said, on YouTube video, but also working with more brands. So that means, there's a couple of big companies we would love to work with. I think we have the know-how and the talent, and we've shown that we can do a great job with our reviews and our previews and our stories. Obviously, Logitech would love to work with them. Seagate would love to work with them. Xbox, PlayStation, obviously, we love to work with them. PlayStation's an odd one. We talked to PlayStation several times at PAX East. Excuse me, losing my voice here. Talked to them at PAX East a couple times. Talked to them at E3 2017, our first E3. And every time we talked to them, they were like, yeah, we'll work with you guys. And every time you send an email blast or try and call them, they don't return a phone call. They don't return emails. So, yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to get a chance to work with PlayStation, but we would love to. Obviously, we're not here to say, hey, give us a console or anything. That'd be great. But everybody has their own console. We bought our own stuff. But we would love to just be on media lists, maybe get access to a game or two ahead of time so we can do a preview. maybe do interviews with those companies, people that work for Sony, or for even to put us in contact with other people outside of Sony. You know, being in a small outlet, we will take any advantage that we can get, obviously. But those are just a couple of names. You know, we work with other big brands. Sega, Capcom's been great this year. Atlas has been great this year. Nintendo's been great this year. Still, wow, I can't talk. Still Series, HyperX, HP Omega or Omega. Omen has been great. We have a really great relationship with them. We love those guys. And we just want to continue to foster the relationships that we have and build new ones. And obviously, another big goal is to work with other content creators. You don't get far in this industry, in this particular genre, this particular field, this community, without networking. Networking is big. I know it's a pain. I know it's hard. I've tried to do it in the past with other smaller content creators or even some larger ones. And I'll just say that not everybody likes to share their success, and I'll leave it at that. But we want to work with more creators, you know, small projects, big projects, game related, anime related, manga related, TV, films related. You know, I've already been on a couple guest podcasts, not counting Tom's Hardware. So I would love to continue to do that. I would like to see my team doing that one. And if there are other content creators out there who want to jump on our podcast or jump on our shows, hey, let's talk. We'll do it. We want to do that. Again, networking and collaborating with everybody who does the same thing as you is great for both of you because you both reap the benefits. Again, I'm sorry this video is so long. It's just so many things coming to my mind right now. I'm going to stop. I'm going to end it. Again, this is just a base. So yeah, 2021 was all right. Could have been better. 2021, 2021, 2020 could have been better. It was all right. 2021, it's going to be much better, hopefully, for all of us. And there's a couple of things that we want to see. Obviously, again, a big thank you to everybody out there who's watched our videos. The last couple of months on YouTube has been very successful. We hit 3.2 thousand subscribers. And you might be like, well, that's small numbers. Well, it is small numbers, but it's hard. YouTube is super saturated. And if you can't find your niche, if you can't find your lane in YouTube, a lot of people give up. And it's very hard. There are people that are grossing 100 million or 5, 6, 7 million subscribers, 100,000, 500,000, 10,000. And we're happy for 3,000. You know, that shows that there are 3,000 people out there who enjoy our content. Do we wish there were more? Hell yeah, we wish there were more. And hopefully that happens. But we understand success doesn't come overnight and we got to work at it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to continue to work at it with our podcasts, live streams, recorded content, and we'll go from there and we'll see what happens. Again, everybody who's watching this video, who's watched other videos, our videos will be the determining factor on how our YouTube grows. We've already said over and over, you let us know what you want us to do because we respect your opinions. We respect what you want to see on this channel. We don't want to throw a bazillion things at the wall and then of a stick. We'd rather have some kind of direction. And obviously you can provide that direction. Wow, that's a lot. Again, if you come with anything, it's a big thank you for following us, a big thank you for talking with us, a big thank you for engaging with us, and a big thank you for enjoying our content. We hope that 2021 is going to be a more successful year for us. We hope you enjoy what we have up there. We hope you will continue to be, we want you to continue to voice your opinions and what you like and what you don't like, what we put up, all right? Again, you help us decide the future of this channel. Be sure to check out the Outerhaven.net for, again, all your TV, film, gaming, geek culture needs, reviews, news, previews, editorials, op-eds, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and here's to hopefully a fantastic 2021. I'm looking forward to working with you. If you're a content creator and you want to reach out to us, or maybe you think that we'll be a good fit to work with you, hit us up in our email address or hit us up at Outerhaven.net. Contact us. It's everywhere on the site. You can't miss it. That's it. If you like the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to be notified when new content is put up, hit the notification bell. And this has been Keith Mitchell from the Outerhaven Productions. Thanks for watching. And yeah, 2021. Let's do this.